It's like right now it's, yeah, 7:47. And I've only vlogged twice, which is pretty sad. But it's just like yesterday. I've only been watching Community, fixing my toe, and editing. So, Autumn's been nice. She got me Starbursts. She made me a chicken sandwich. She's hiccuping. But now I'm going to go home, so. Bye! Where'd she get this? So since today is another one of those days that I haven't done much, I want to talk about my relationship with one of my old friends. His name is Kollin. It kind of goes back a ways. So let me start with an abridged version of how I got into video. I grew up in that generation where we kind of grew up alongside mobile technology and the rise of, technology for everyone. And so I've always kind of had my hand in that general direction. But it really was accentuated in 5th grade when I had a teacher who was really technology focused, and he utilized it in a different way. And really what that did was that it pushed me to explore things. So long story short, I got into YouTube around 5th grade. I started learning about YouTube, I watched YouTube videos, and then I wanted to make my own channel. So I asked my parents, and I made a YouTube channel. I'm sure you could find it if you did enough research. But anyway, I got my mom and dad's camera, I got my 2 neighbors and my sisters. Actually, I think it was just my 2 neighbors at the time. And we decided to go out in my backyard on a weird old hammock that we had and make a one-shot video. I added titles, and then no edits, and then credits. Those are the 3 things that we had, I think. I can't remember exactly. I'll show a short clip of it here.
You want some tuna? No, I want some tea. Tuna? Tea! Tea!
Okay, you guys, you gotta just break this up. This is nonsense.
Tea!
Okay.
So yeah, my first video was just me, a couple of friends, an old PC that I had. I was using like Windows Movie Maker or something like that. So we just went out there, filmed something random, uploaded it to YouTube because I wanted to be on YouTube. I just thought it was so cool that you could express yourself that way. After that, I started doing a lot more research. I got into film a lot more, so I'd film a video, I'd research it, and then I'd repeat. I just research, film, repeat, research, film, repeat. I definitely was not very good. I thought I knew a lot. I did not know a lot. But at the end of 5th grade, I then went into middle school. And in middle school, I didn't really do much film. I still kept watching resources like Indie Mogul, Film Riot, I don't know, a bunch of After Effects tutorials, things like that. I didn't have all the resources. I didn't have any money at all. I asked for a couple of cameras for my birthdays, things like that, and so I recorded things. But I didn't really ever do much. Then it came time to go to high school. So in the place where I live, we do high schools a little bit different. But basically the idea is that there's a couple main campuses. There's Marysville-Pelchuck and then Marysville-Getchell. Then there's also Arts and Tech, Heritage. But within Marysville-Getchell, there is the School for Entrepreneur, Academy of Construction Engineering, Biomed, and the International School of Communications. And so I had a lot of choices. You rank them like your top 3 or something like that, and then the school district tries to sort everyone into their top 1 or 2 choices. My top choice was ISC, International School of Communications, and I luckily got into there. But the question is, why did I want to be in there? Well, one of the main reasons is because they had a video program. I knew that throughout middle school I had not done much video stuff, and I saw that I walked into ISC on their orientation day, and I remember walking into their computer lab and just seeing that they had this array of iMacs, and I never had an iMac, but I was just like, my mind was blown, and they had a professional TV set and a video switcher. They had live broadcasts. They had everything. It was awesome. But I'll get more into that some other time. Anyway, I ended up getting into ISC, and one of the classes that I ended up having to take was Music Lab. Now, Music Lab was just kind of a music experimentation thing. You got to explore different instruments. We'd have a performance every week. We'd reflect every week. Within the first week, someone came up to me, and his name was Kollin, and he was kind of out there as compared to me. I was really, secluded and shy, and he basically decided that, we're gonna be friends. And so, at least that's how I remember it. I have a terrible memory, but this is what I remember. Kollin decided that, we'd be friends, and so we ended up partnering together, and with a couple other people, one of them being Nolan Bennett, I think, and Micah Ramos. So it was me, Micah Ramos, Nolan Bennett, and then Kollin I. Those were the 4 people. And one day, this guy, his name was Michael, he came in and he called us the only legit men or something like that. I can't remember the exact story, but that's what he called us. We were the only legit men. And so that's what we called ourselves, OLM for short. And then we would go, we'd perform, and then we'd be done. We go to the next class, basically. At the end of freshman year, Kollin got the news that he would be moving to Utah. So of course, us being pretty good friends at that point, we were pretty bummed. So I came up with this idea that we would take ourselves and every week we would vlog back and forth. I know for some of you who watch like Vlog Brothers or something like that, this sounds really familiar. And at that point I had no idea what the Vlog Brothers were. In fact, I didn't even know they existed. I think junior year or maybe sophomore year is when I really started getting into them, and I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of like what Only Legit Men is, even though they've been doing this for way longer than us. Regardless, Kollin and I decided to make a channel called Only Legit Men, based off of the music lab group that we created, and we decided to vlog back and forth. We had a lot of fun doing it the first summer. It was a commitment. It was bigger than anything I had ever done before, and more consistent than anything I'd ever done before. And it was difficult to do, but it was something new and it was fun to do, and it kind of sputtered out during the school year because I didn't have this right work ethic, basically. And so yeah, that's kind of the story of Kollin. If you want to see me and Kollin interact on that channel, you can click on the Only Legit Men banner or click on the card up here. And the reason I've been talking about this today is because
Hola, ich bin ein aufgeklärter I don't speak German.
You'll be seeing a lot of these people the next few days.
Mostly me. I am. This is great.
so yeah. Finals week?
Oh my god!